Hi, this is video number 5 in the series on the Suzuki Sirius 14 knockoff harp or fake harp. And this one's going to be taking the reed plates off the comb, and I thought you'd want to see the method that I utilize, and I'll go into great detail for you. Number one is you wear safety goggles because the springs can pop out and they can damage your eye if they hit. So let me bring this camera down so you can watch. I usually work on these on a block of wood. It's important that the wood be dust-free. So you take and just make sure that it is dust-free. And then, as you know, the screws are on one side on this harp and not on the other. So we'll just lay it here, and I think you've got a pretty good angle on this now. We're going to be unscrewing these. We're wearing the safety goggles again because the spring can pop out. And the method I utilize is to take and hold the screwdriver with this finger and line it up and then unscrew. And of course this has a screw top, so you can actually do that. And the various parts always go into a bin. It's always good to have a bin for the parts, and I usually put the screws right into a cover. Now you can see that you can turn this part up here turns, so you can leave it here and then work your fingers, and that's why they're made to do this. But what I don't do is to just freehand go into the screws. I always, you can see I'm stabilizing it with my fingertip. And I realize this is a lot of detail, but not everybody knows this stuff. And I will not leave the glasses on the whole time, but I will as I work on this. And you can hear them click if you listen. See, that means that it's out of the threads. And then I come here. Okay. Now, in this case, we have markings on the outside, but what I do a lot of times, just to be even more careful, I'm going to take a marker and I'm just going to put another mark on here, T, and then the one on the other side will be B. I have no difficulty now determining which is the top and the bottom. Okay, and we'll go ahead and just remove these two reed plates. What we're going to do next is take this spring. Now see, this spring is the slide spring, and it doesn't really have any retainers, so to take it out and put it in properly, I pull it out and do it that way so it could not jump. At this point the glasses can come off. Now if we take a look here, we're going to be doing some things to this comb. I am just going to tighten up the screws on these inserts. These are supposed to improve tone. I don't think they do, but people believe they do. I also want to bring to your attention something else here, which is that these are inserts right here, these teeny little things here. That's what the screws go into, the mouthpiece screws. And if they're loose, they can, come out. So I usually just gently test to see, are they going to come out on their own? And if they are, I'll get them out of there. Okay, this can now be ready for some of the customizations. Just for fun, let's do a cursory examination. We have some missing wind savers here, or breath savers. These are not, this is one of the tip-offs. This is not a Suzuki. You can see those are angle cut breath savers. Those are not stock from Suzuki. It's a knockoff harp, and you can see they're not shaped. Normally these were cut by hand from acetate sheet, I believe, and you can see they're not shaped like a normal wind saver. There were many indications this was a fake. but this was one I hadn't seen before. Probably the biggest tip off was the slide was not a Suzuki slide. I have polished it though, and you'll see it's quite beautiful now. That was one customization already done. Very mirror-like at the present time. Mouthpiece wasn't stock, and neither are the covers. They were also not stock. But anyway, that's not necessarily a horrible thing. The fact that an instrument is not a genuine instrument doesn't mean ipso facto it's no good. You have to look at who made it. After all, whoever made it makes harmonicas. And so whoever made this one, you know, they did that. Now, here was one tip off on the covers. If you look at this piece right here, you'll see it's not really smooth. This flat piece here, that would not be Suzuki either. Suzuki's manufacturing quality is quite good. So you don't see those kinds of things. See ya.